Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Disco Elysium, with me, Bring It On. So I had to reload my previous save and play through everything that I did last episode again, because when I loaded in, Gary was gone. I think the game registered me as loading back into the game as leaving the whirling and coming back into it, and he's supposed to be leaving. So I did everything except for Renee's composure check, since I unlocked it by loading an old save, so we can always take care of that later. Let's talk to Gary.
I really owe you one for getting us out of those reeds, officer. Finally got all that soot out of my hair. Name's Gary. Yellow man. I mean, officer.
He turns towards Kim. I bet you that mug is his.
The lieutenant raises his eyebrows slightly and takes out his notebook. Yellow man, might this be the owner of that mug you found in the trash? This is something to ask him about, after a little probing first.
Not a lover of the great outdoors.
I like nature, just not this bloody coast. It's mostly drunks and degenerates that come here.
This man respects authority too much to see you for what you are. Pretend thou art a sober man.
Yeah, I'm neither of those things, I can assure you. I'm a by the books, clean as a whistle, teetotaling officer. Not even tempted to touch intoxicants.
I've been tempted on occasion, but someone has to stay strong for Revacol.
He nods gravely, and his gaze shifts to the floor tiles. Do you know anything about the man hanged behind the whirling in rags?
Oh, so that's what the RCM in Martinez is about. Great. Great to hear someone's finally taking care of that.
He nods in sincere approval.
So you do know something about it?
No. Nothing. He was some kind of mercenary. But everyone here knows that. I'm just glad to hear you're looking into it. That's all.
He shakes his head emphatically, then corrects his tie.
He's not feeling very comfy in his clothes, is he? Strange. He didn't kill him or anything, but there's something going on here.
Is this your mug? Hold up the yellow man mug.
My mug? Why would you think that?
His eyes widen at the sight of the mug. He's seen it before, all right?
You said yellow man. That's not something many people go around saying.
Really? I hear it all the time. All in jest, of course. No offense meant to anyone.
Just admit it, man. You put the mug in the trash container behind the whirling.
Maybe. Okay. Yes, I did. I know I shouldn't have, and I am very sorry, officer. You're not going to find me, are you?
He pauses. Nah, Gary. I just want information.
Whew. Thank you. You won't regret this. I won't use another man's property to dump my garbage ever again.
He's visibly relieved.
I don't know what got into me, really. Work has been stressful lately. Damn Koiko's price dumping us out of competition.
What did you do, Gary?
Nothing. Just answering some questions. Helping out the law.
Here we go. Start pumping that sweet info.
How did you get into the trash container?
I know a guy who works with the trash collection services, CS Municipal. He gave me a master key for the trash containers of Martinez.
Why would you need to get into everyone's trash?
So I can use the Whirling's trash compactor to store my own stuff. Garbage disposal is expensive as hell. The damn Hemians run it like a mob.
He says, bowing shamefully like a fallen knight.
I'm sorry, okay? I thought I could cut costs. I shouldn't have. I shouldn't have disgraced myself.
Disgraced? No need for the histrionic, sir. It was, after all, just a trash container.
Lieutenant raises his eyebrows and looks up. Gary, did you put the clothes of a murder victim, the man who was hanged behind the whirling in rags, into that trash container?
Officer, please. Let me explain. It's not like that.
He raises both hands. Do.
I was only cleaning up. I live right across the yard from where he was hanged, and I saw him stripped naked. All the clothes lying around in the yard, smelling. People are animals, you know?
Okay, then what happened?
Then I came out to clean up the rags because no one else would. I put them into the whirling's trash, along with a broken mug, admittedly.
He changes his mind mid-sentence.
Okay. I was coming to throw the mug away, and, well, I threw the mug there and the clothes too.
Right. It was just civic duty.
Lieutenant remarks drolly.
Exactly. That's exactly what it was. Civic duty.
As he shifts uncomfortably, a series of clicks, like the clinking of glass beads against one another as they roll across a hardwood floor. You've heard this sound before. But where?
Oh, he's wearing the armor. Well, oh, he's wearing the chest piece, because we have the gloves, the boots are on the body, and the helmet was thrown into the sea. What's that strange sound?
What sound?
Yeah, don't mess with me. I think you know what I'm talking about.
I haven't the slightest. There's lots of weird sounds in a bar like this, though. Pinball, glasses clinking. Could be someone playing pinball.
Maybe it was pinball.
You wouldn't know anything about the victim's missing armor, would you?
Armor? No. I mean, yes. Of course. I know he was wearing armor, but I don't know anything about it.
He changes his mind.
An infant could see he's not telling the truth, but he's too scared to admit more wrongdoing. There's something going on here. You should observe him more closely after this topic is concluded.
Let's move on, for now.
I hope I could help your investigation, in my small way.
He's visibly relieved it's over.
Don't be so relieved yet, Gary. This bad cop may have been in your apartment, admiring your mug collection. Perhaps a little intimidation?
I'll even put that together. Yeah, that apartment with all the mugs, that's his place. So that's where he goes. Okay, so I probably could have still talked to him, even though he disappeared from here. Are you a cryptozoologist too?
No. I help Morel with research sometimes, and I've learned some things along the way. But I don't usually go in for picnics like this on my own.
You were surprised to see my colleague, Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
Not many Sealites here, or anywhere, other than Sail. I meant no offense, truly.
Do you remember how, when we met Measurehead and I said the next racist will be the really good one?
Yes.
Well, this is that racist.
He gestures toward Gary, as though he were presenting a work of art. Will you grant us 3 wishes, Gary?
Hey, man, all I meant was there are not many Sealites around here. I'm just stating a fact.
He blushes. The lieutenant is a native of Revachol.
Oh, yes, of course he is. I was just speaking about his connections. Let's change the subject, okay?
He flashes an impenetrable smile. So Gary, you live nearby, in an apartment in Martinez. Point in its direction.
Sure do, officer.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Yes, we'll return to this later. For now, let me ask you something else.
Of course. Of course.
I don't know if we should point this out. Okay, so why is he shifting around like that? Analyze Gary's composure.
That shirt looks very uncomfortable on him. Look at the buttons, barely keeping that thing together, as if something is ready to rip out from underneath.
His massive musculature.
No, he's scrawny. Try again.
Something worn underneath it.
Yes, like a piece of ceramic armor, for example. One that makes a clicking sound when the plates meet each other, resembling pearls or marbles. stolen from the corpse in the yard near where he lives.
I see you're a connoisseur of high-quality combat gear.
I knew you'd figure it out, officer. I'm sorry I didn't tell you at once.
He sighs heavily, then he unbuttons the shirt.
I was ashamed of what I did. And I didn't want you to know.
You see a gleaming white ceramic shine underneath. A thin layer of interlocking plates covers his gaunt torso.
We're not detecting falsehood, sire. He's gearing up to admit the truth. This shame is surprisingly sincere.
Gary, what's going on?
I took the hanged man's cuirass. I didn't mean to.
God damn it, Gary.
I know.
Shame on you. Give the cuirass to the officer at once.
The woman looks at you, her eyes soft and pleading.
Gary didn't mean to interfere with your investigation officers. He's just thick-headed and poor as dirt. But he's always helped us, given us a place to stay. And he's followed Morel into God knows what jungles.
He's a loyal friend.
Yeah, give me that armor, now.
He sighs again, hangs his head, and unbuttons his shirt fully. A cuirass that matches the dead man's boots comes into view. Soon it is in your hands, smelling of his sweat. But so light to hold, like a bag of cotton.
Why did you really put those clothes in the trash?
Everyone was picking those pieces off him, and I was watching them do it. And they'd scattered his clothes all over the yard. Everything was smelling.
He looks at his feet.
So I went there to take out the trash and started cleaning up. All those rags on the ground, him swinging up there, and I had a lapse of honor, sir. I thought, he's a foreigner. They all say he wasn't from here.
He swallows.
Only the cuirass was left, so I stripped it off him. It was early in the morning. No one saw me. I took it with me. It was a mistake. Had I known it'd give you guys trouble, I wouldn't have... Fuck.
His lips start quivering.
It's okay. It was a loose end, and you are tying it up now.
Lieutenant jots something down in his notebook.
I'm so fucking sorry I called you Yellow Man. Seolite officers commanded the suzerain's navy. Most of them sided with the king when...
He says silently, then he shakes his head. Yeah, why did you lie to me, Gary?
Because I was weak. I should have told you the moment I saw you. But...
He says, staring at nothing in particular.
He's a scaredy cat.
The woman looks at Gary, her eyes motherly. Do you know who killed the hanged man?
I always thought it was the Union. Some Union hardasses. Lynched him because of the strike. But almost everyone in town knows that. I wish I could tell you more.
He shakes his head.
This is all he knows.
Are we done here, Gary?
Yes, absolutely. I will never do anything like this again.
He looks around, relieved of some burden, his mouth still quivering.
Sure do.
His eyes narrow slightly. He's wondering where this is going.
Mr. Clare must be very angry with you.
Mr. Everard?
The color drains from his face. I don't want to admit to it. Yes. He insisted I open the door to your apartment.
So you work for Everard Clare? Officer, please tell him we're good. No, tell him I'll make it up to him.
He realizes what's going on and changes his tone.
What have I done? He'll send the muscle after me.
The man looks around whispering. He makes sure no one hears you talk.
As he lowers his tone, he hunches his back.
Really, I don't even know what it was about. I just opened the door.
Whatever it is, tell him I'm silent as the grave. I was probably talking too loud in the whirling the other night about some theories.
The man thinks.
I won't do it again. If there's anything I can do to assist you, or the Union, just ask, okay? I'll try to help if I can.
He looks around nervously.
This scared him proper. He's positively melting from fear. has to prop himself up with a lot of anger to keep it together.
The weather vane has turned. He cannot be unturned.
Lieutenant remarks with a smirk.
He clearly liked his squirming. He may even have changed his mind about the whole door-opening operation.
Well, thank you for your cooperation. So I think that's everything for him. We can go outside and talk to Kuno.
Oh, hello, sweetie.
I'm not going to do the phasmids right, or not the phasmids,
Hello,
the
officer. I think I almost have it. A new trap design, that is. I know you're skeptical, but I have a good feeling about this.
We'll hold off on the cryptids, there we go, until a later time. So we have a lot of stuff to do. And she'll be here in the morning, so. Did you know Gary was hiding the armor?
Hell no. I had no idea. And I'm still cross with him, to be honest. It's not like him. He's got his quirks, but dishonesty, disloyalty are not one of them.
I don't know what got into him, officer. Thank you for letting him off easy. He won't forget it. We'll make sure he won't.
Well, good job, guys. So I did get the armor. This vitreous enamel cuirass fits snugly and redistributes kinetic energy across its countless white plates. Amazingly, it fits under your coat. It almost makes pretty porcelain sounds when shaken. So +1 to pain threshold, thicker skin, +1 to volition, borrowed confidence, then -1 to empathy, mania of invulnerability. I already have a pretty low empathy score, don't I? Empathy... No, I have 6. It's pretty good. Alright. Well, since I did unlock Renee's composure check, because I had to reload. Didn't know that Gary went to the apartment back there because I didn't get a chance to talk to him, so. I will use this opportunity to try this check one more time. Let's see if I have any composure gear. I don't think that I do. Well, except for my shoes. Do I have anything that's hurting it? Nope, just +1.
I like playing in the dark. Sharpens your nocturnal instincts. Feels like being on recon again.
Alright, once again, what is it about this old soldier that makes him stand so proud?
Still, all you see is an
Anything else I can...
But worth a shot. Alright, let's go talk to Kuno about the locusts, and then we can head to the church. Until 10.
Kuno saw you wield that can. Sweet graffito action, pig. Kuno likes that delinquent shit.
He says with an approving nod. Papa's bad to the bone, Kuno. Rotten to the core. No, I'm not gonna say that. Yeah. You like art, Kuno?
Fuck no. Art shit.
He takes a step back. You write an imaginary notebook. Got it. Art's crap.
That's right, pig. Shit.
You wouldn't happen to know anything about any missing locusts?
No. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about bugs.
Oh my god, I told you that shit is lame!
The little one seems distraught.
Shut up, see.
Now they're gonna take you to lame prison!
She sounds like she's about to cry, out of disappointment at Kuno's newfound lameness.
What's this about?
Deny everything, Kuno. You need to lawyer up.
Kuno's not gonna say anything without his lawyer present.
Lame. That rings some bells. Could this be connected to Night City? AKA, the City of Rage. Yeah, that's pretty lame. Sounds like art.
Kuno, is this about Rage City?
Oh god, Kuno, no! It's gonna happen now. They're gonna make you lame.
The one behind the fence takes her hat off.
Stop it, see. No one's gonna make anyone lame. Kuno's got this under control.
So I have a decent chance, 42%.
Kuno doesn't fuck.
Let's, can I boost my empathy at all? I sure can. So that should put it above 50%. Let's see if we can go even higher. That's -1 to empathy. Not what I want. Another -1 to empathy. How does it look though? That's some that's some high-tech looking armor. Not what I was expecting. Let's take that off for now because we don't need reduced empathy currently. What to put on? What was I wearing previously? Let's go ahead and slap that on. Alright, well, let's give it a shot.
Fuck does Kuno care?
58% chance. Figure out what's going on with this kid.
It's not Kuno. It's Kuno S.
Interesting. How?
Kuno S is by far the worst of the two. Kuno has no problem being near you, but the other hides behind the fence, afraid for her life, like she's done something very bad. She came up with that psychopathic scheme of screaming for help before. Kuno just wanted to talk to you about his name. Kuno S was the one who wound him up and directed him. Also, Kuno hasn't stopped talking to you, even enjoys it from time to time. When you talk to the other one, it's like talking to a cornered animal. She only hisses and says murder was the case that they gave her. All in all, Kuno respects madness. You cannot hope to outdo her on that front. You must win yourself a few minutes with him alone.
Act on it. Try and separate them. Kuno. Psst.
Fuck you whispering about?
He whispers back.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But watch what happens.
Fuck you whispering about!
If Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay? Let's whisper, pig.
He turns back to you and hunkers down.
This is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
Phew, am I glad she's out of our hair. She's messed up.
She's not fucked up. Everyone's fucked up. Stop judging shit.
He raises his voice, but then lowers it again.
Wrong move. But he's whispering still. You haven't lost him. Just don't mess up again. Or you will. There are no guarantees here.
I feel like this is going to make him look bad too. Kuno, listen to me. She's trying to control you. We got to get you out of here.
It's okay. The pig's trying to pit us against each other. Not gonna let him do that.
He straightens his back and turns to Kuno S.
Idiot. You bungled it up.
Well, the middle one didn't seem like the best option.
That's it. You let him off the line. That was a bad, manipulative thing to say. You should understand. I got you this far. I couldn't get you all the way.
Try to fuck my Kuno! Try to fuck my Kuno away! Me and Kuno are tight. We ride for life.
A giggle, malicious and gleeful. She pulls herself up higher on the fence.
A chill comes over you, the wind from the boulevard south, lashing you for trying to separate them, for trying to take the street out of Kuno.
Well, let's try it again, 72% chance. Try once more to figure him out. Find a way to connect with him.
He's on your crime scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Kuno, City of Rage, Night City. What's going on there? I'm intrigued.
No!
The evil crap behind the fence hacks like she's coughing up a furball.
You told him about it and now he knows your name!
The prospect of Kuno turning lame is physically painful for her.
The city is not fucking lame. You are lame. Kuno's tired of defending Rage City from... Just fuck off, alright?
He waves his hands in the air.
And fuck you too, putting Kuno on the spot like that. Kuno doesn't need to fucking explain his shit. Kuno's king. He rules here. Fuck did you want?
He adds, turning to you.
Explain himself, as if explaining some kind of work, some kind of avant-garde work way ahead of its time.
I'm intrigued.
You must get to the bottom of this one of these days. Sadly, it's unlikely to happen today.
Kuno doesn't...
Says who? I've got skill points to spare. I'm sitting on 5, so let's do this.
Fuck does Kuno care?
You were too pushy last time. Think this through. Try to really understand the psychological bond Kuno has with Kuno S.
Okay, so what's the deal with Kuno S?
Just look. While Kuno has no problem being near you, she always
I've already
hides
listened to
behind the
this.
fence. She came up with that psychopathic scheme.
And this.
Also, Kuno hasn't stopped.
And
All
that.
in all, Kuno respects madness.
Alright,
Fuck you whispering about...
this is just a repeat.
He's whispering too. He's going with it. But
Fuck you!
I'm
If
skipping.
Kuno wants to whisper, he's gonna fucking whisper, okay?
I'm gonna skip all the
Whisper,
repeat
pig.
dialogue.
this is it. You've got him. But be careful. You can still fuck this up. Don't make Kuno look bad in this.
What's up with her? She's terrifying. Crazy scary. So I didn't want to say this because after I said this one, he said not to judge. And this sounds like I'm judging her. That's why I went with the first one. Which makes Kuno look bad. I thought that was a bad option too. That's why I didn't pick that one at first. Pick this one. Because it diverts the blame to her instead of him. I don't know. None of these really seem like the best option then.
Crazy? You don't know the half of it. She's not crazy. She's insane. Dangerous. She's smoked a man. She's done people in. Probably even pigs.
He whispers tensely.
Stop talking to him! Kuno, I'm fucking warning you! You're gonna get us into shit!
She understands what you're trying to do.
Yo, see? Did Kuno not tell you? Kuno told you. Kuno talks to whoever he wants.
He pops his head up.
Talk, pig. Kuno's got it under control.
He hunches down again.
You did it. They're separated. He's even turned his back to her so she can't read his lips.
Oh, what do you mean? She smoked someone.
Kuno means she killed someone. That's right. She's a killer. Like, actually a killer.
He stares at you intently.
His little green eyes are fixed on yours. He's meant everything he said before, but right now, he not only means it, he is sincere.
You serious about this killing business?
Killing is serious shit. Kuno's always serious about the 488.
488. The criminal code doesn't go higher than 190.
She's probably killed a pig too. I mean, I'm pretty sure she has.
Come on, she hasn't killed police officers.
I knew you pigs were too naive for this shit. Good thing Kuno's got her under control. Kuno keeps her calm.
He feels eyes on the back of his head and stops.
The creature peers at you both from over the fence. There is something searching in her eyes. Fear.
You think she has anything to do with the dead man?
Yeah, she would have liked to fuck him up, but she didn't. Kuno wasn't around, and C was with Kuno.
Where were you?
Look, Kuno's gonna put you at ease. We didn't do it.
He speaks the truth, my liege.
You said she's insane.
Yeah, she's psycho. None of that kiddie psycho, cat burning shit. She does the real deal.
He leans in even closer. Yeah, what's the real deal?
Snuff radio shit. Believe me, pig, you don't want to know.
What's that language she uses? Nepakimpi Fagari.
Fuck knows. She says it's the song of her people or some shit.
What people?
Crazy people. The fucking Nakis. I don't know.
Sounds boreal, like something from the tundra and tiger-covered Cutler, Isola. Far, far away from here. As far as possible, really.
Kuno. Could she be Suarez?
Suarez? Like that man from Helmdall shit? She could be. She could be that Helmdall shit.
The kid lights up. That's right, he likes Helmdall. Man from Helmdall. Because we could have given him that book instead of the,
Revelshot does have a small Suarez community, or she climbed into a yakberry crate and was shipped over accidentally.
Is she your sister?
Fuck no, she's not my sister. She's just a stray who got in. Like a mad dog or some shit.
Stray.
Yeah, she was just there.
He points to the apartment building behind the fence.
What was that, Kuno?
Little one twists her neck, looking at the building.
She was in the hallway, dripping wet, by the fucking shoe rack, in the dark.
Kuno flinches, then lowers his voice even more. That hallway there, with the janitor's closet. Point.
Yeah, that's the place. She was just balled up near the closet, psycho style.
Why was she dripping wet?
Kuno's got no fucking idea. Her hair was all wet. I think she pissed on the floor too. She was there for 3 days, in the corner, every time Kuno went out.
You said she got in. How?
I don't know. Someone left the door open. Kuno comes home and she's sleeping under the desk, under a pile of clothes, like a dog.
What about your parents?
Kuno's dad doesn't give a shit. Doesn't even see her there. Or thinks it's fucking Kuno. Shit's all on Kuno.
He points at himself. How are you dealing with all of this?
How's Kuno dealing? Kuno's dealing just fine. He doesn't need you fucking with any of it. C doesn't either. Kuno's got this shit under control.
He spits at the gap in his front teeth. She needs professional help. You can't do this alone.
Listen, listen. C is Kuno's go-to. Kuno's protecting her. You fuck with C, you fuck with Kuno. You threaten her. You threaten to take her away.
This is what it all comes down to. He needs you to take him seriously now.
I didn't read this part. He points to his eyes, then yours.
I'm going to kill you. I'll run when you put the cuffs on her, sneak up on you later, and fuck you up. You understand?
The boy looks you in the eye. Black people's trying to focus.
He may not be able to do it, but he will try. Right now, he believes he will.
I can respect that.
All right. Now we can do business.
He wipes the sweat off his brow.
He's breathing heavily. That took something out of him.
Business.
Yeah? What do you want? Kuno can hook you up with...
He starts, no longer whispering.
Oh, don't hook him up with shit, Kuno.
See? Relax. He respects the Kuno. Kuno made him respect the Kuno. You respect the Kuno, you get all kinds of shit.
He turns back to you.
Kuno's gonna get you hooked on illegal narcotics if you run a little errand for the Kuno. Get you hooked, pig. Get his hook in you. Then Kuno gonna get you hooking for more. Cash in big style. Pig hooker. See, it's tension and release with Kuno. Now we releasing. The pan buying shit, that's on now too. 90% discount for Kuno's pig. Kuno can flex.
He pulls on his tracksuit trousers.
Kuno flexes for hobos. Kuno sees you're in need.
That's pretty good. 2 bonuses. He spreads his hands like a baker presenting the goods. A smile spreads across his flushed face. What was that about running you an errand in illegal narcotics, Kuno?
Kuno gets it from his dad. Kuno and his dad are major suppliers. That's where Kuno gets his lightning on.
His eyes bulge. Their veins reach out like tree branches.
Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now junkies clawing at Kuno's door. Streets going mad. Kuno's got to throw his dirty popo man at it.
This is very interesting, but I'll have to get back to you.
Don't take for fucking ever. Kuno's got wheels turning everywhere.
Should I do this?
Kuno gets it. Problem is, Kuno and his dad had a little falling out. Now
Nod,
junkies
okay.
clawed dirty popo man is you. In there is Kuno's violent dad on steroids. Kuno's dad does steroids and speed. If you can take him, you can have half of the speed.
He nods at the building behind him. Who's your dad, Kuno?
Kuno's dad is a fucking monster. He's the most violent man in Revachol. He doesn't give a shit about a single thing. He drinks too.
He says proudly.
You know how you'd be best off here? With a gun. I'd be the star of the show if you only had a working gun.
How much material are we talking about?
Like half?
He says very confidently. Half of what?
A baggie, but like in this vial.
That's half a gram, sir.
Half a gram.
Yeah, half a G. Want it or not?
The confidence is unwavering. But that's not very much material at all.
Fuck you talking about half a G? This shit is giant grade A shit. So clean you can barely see it.
You can barely see it because there's barely any.
I've made up my mind, Kuno. This is what's going to happen.
Okay, Kuno's listening.
Yeah, I'm going in there for justice. I'm a narc, Kuno. I'm going to confiscate that crap.
Sure. Confiscate it for Kuno, and you can have half.
He winks at you.
So half of a half is a quarter, right? We're probably talking about a quarter gram here.
Just get in the apartment building. Kuno knows you already fucked your way in. Kuno knows everything.
He aggressively points at his eyes.
Go to room 12, first floor, and kick down the door. Police violence style. Kuno style. And then it's action time. You're locked in the room with violent fuckheads. That's it. Next time Kuno sees you, you better have his shit.
He concludes.
What the hell are you signing us up for here?
Come on, Kim. Whisper. Obviously, I'm not going to take it. We need to get drugs away from a minor.
Okay, then.
He concedes. I want to buy the fawn pants.
Here, pig. We're fun now. Performance buddies.
Kuno unzips his jacket again and pulls the pants out of the plastic wrapping.
Kuno could already see you soaring through the air like a fucking eagle. Pig's in Kuno's debt now. Money debt.
He looks at you with pride.
Kuno doesn't...
Alright, so we got a couple things to look at real quick. So, fawn modular track pants. So +1 to software fair, spacious crotch, liquid fit. Then +1 to physical instrument, performance unlimited. That's a straight upgrade to this, right? Yeah. So let's slap those on. Okay. Let's go ahead and equip this as well. So I'm going to run around in that for a second. So, entry-level fawn modular track pants, meant to get the urban athlete started down the fawn path. Labels say hydrophobic 100%, Simon Tech, and Fawn Morova Lab, creating an air of pseudo-scientific mystery around these pants. They feel rubbery and futuristic to touch.
Fairweather T500. Remember that weakness you were looking for in the ceramic armor? Like, maybe it can only stop small, fast projectiles, but a large, slow-moving pry bar would shatter it? Or, if I run an electrical current through it, maybe it will melt. Or, personal favorite, frequency something something radio weapon? None of that would work. You need to shoot the part of the enemy that doesn't have Fairweather T500 on it, because the armor itself is invulnerable. Good news is, so are the armor pieces on you.
So +2 hand-eye coordination against enemies in FT500 armor. I feel like that's a bit of a spoiler for what's going to happen, right? I'm going to keep that one on. I think this one's going to come in handy down the road. So we'll keep that on for a while. All right, I'm going to call it here. This episode's gone on a little too long. Kuno likes to talk a lot. But we made some headway. Next episode, we'll head to the church. And then, no matter what, at 10 p.m. or 2200, I'm going to go to the boardwalk and get my gun back. But for now, I'm going to call it. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you guys in the next one.